Imagine a world so real, so detailed, so alive, that stepping into it feels no different from stepping outside your front door. A world filled with people who talk to you, respond to you, and remember you. A world with history, routine, emotion, and consequence. It's not a movie. It's not the future. It's GTA6. And as Rockstar's next masterpiece blurs the line between simulation and reality, we're left with one enormous question. If we can create a world like this, so real, how real is the world we're already in? Today we dive into the technology behind GTA6, its AI-powered NPCs, the psychological impact it may have on millions of players, and why it all sounds eerily similar to The Matrix. Let's begin. Chapter 1. The biggest leap in gaming history. For decades, video games have followed the same formula. NPCs walk around predetermined paths. They say the same lines, they forget you exist 10 seconds after the interaction. It was fun, it was impressive, but it was predictable. GTA 6 changes everything. Rockstar has hinted at, and leaked development notes have suggested a massive shift towards AI-driven simulation NPCs. Not scripted characters, not static background actors, but entities with memory, emotion, and adaptive behavior. Imagine an NPC who remembers you robbed their store 3 days ago. Imagine their cousin who also remembers. Imagine the police who recognize your patterns and escalate accordingly. Imagine a world that doesn't just react, but it evolves. It's the beginning of game worlds that feel alive, with agency and persistence. And it raises a deeper question. If NPCs have memories, what else could they eventually have? Let's break down what those NPCs might be capable of. Long-term memory systems. NPCs could store key moments, crimes, alliances, conversations, favors, betrayals. They don't just observe, they remember. 2. Emotional state tracking. If you help someone, they might grow friendly. If you hurt someone, they might fear or hate you. If you ignore them, they might move on. Emergent emotion, not scripted. Dynamic schedules. You could follow an NPC through a full day cycle. Wake up, go to work, meet friends, eat, shop, date, sleep, whatever. They have lives with or without you. 4. Personality profiles powered by AI. Different characters might react in completely unique ways. Some fight back, some will negotiate, some will panic, some will scheme. No two playthroughs are ever alike. This is how AI transforms a digital sandbox into a digital ecosystem. Which brings us to what this means for us, the players. Chapter 3. Why this feels like a simulation. We already treat digital worlds as real. People form friendships in games. People fall in love in games. People spend money, time, identity, all inside virtual worlds. But until now, we knew the difference. NPCs weren't real. They didn't remember. They didn't have history or consequence. GTA 6 breaks the separation. When the characters inside a world begin to feel like real people, when the world reacts to you like a real society, when the rules mirror our world more closely than ever, that's when a game stops being a game and starts becoming a simulation. And if we can create simulations this deep, this convincing, what does that say about the world we live in? Are we the creators or are we the NPCs? Chapter 4. The Matrix Effect. In The Matrix, the simulation wasn't terrifying because it was violent. It was terrifying because it was comfortable. A world so real, so immersive that people didn't want to leave it. Today we're inching towards that reality. Hyper-realistic graphics, persistent digital worlds, functioning digital economies, AI personalities, VR, spatial computing, social platforms replacing physical spaces. GTA 6 adds the missing piece, a world filled with characters that feel alive. Just like The Matrix, it creates a world indistinguishable from our own. And if people begin to prefer it, does that make it any less real? Chapter 5. Who gets lost and why? Some people play GTA 6 casually, but others won't. Some players already sink thousands of hours into less immersive games, RPGs, MMOs, survival worlds, but GTA 6 will introduce something none of those games have. NPCs who care that you exist. Humans crave meaning, we crave recognition, we crave consequence. If the real world feels cold, lonely, or unsatisfying, and GTA 6 world feels alive, engaging, and responsive, where do you think people will choose to spend their time? Imagine a person who hates their job, feels invisible in real life, struggles socially, feel stuck, feels unheard. Then they enter GTA 6 and suddenly NPCs greet them by their name. Characters remember their action. The world responds to them. They matter. It's not hard to see the potential danger. Chapter 6: Addiction, Escapism, and Digital Identity. For some, GTA 6 will become more than a game. It will become an identity. This isn't new. We saw it with World of Warcraft, Fortnite, even GTA Online. There's VR chat, Second Life, but GTA 6 is the next evolution. A world that feels more real than real life. A world where you can reinvent yourself. A world where every decision matters. A world where your story is remembered. Some people will leave their jobs. Some relationships will break. Some will escape into the game for hours, days, or even longer. And society isn't prepared for it. Not even close. Chapter 7: The Ethical and Psychological Impact. We're entering a new era. An era where digital worlds compete with the real world for attention, meaning, and emotion. And that introduces new questions. What happens when NPCs start feeling more real than people? What happens when your actions in the game carry emotional weight? What happens when AI NPCs develop personalities that evolve beyond their programming? What happens when people prefer simulated relationships over real ones? Technology always outpaces ethics. Social media did, smartphones did, AI is doing it now. GTA 6 might be the first mainstream example of a digital world so compelling that reality starts to feel like the less appealing option. And maybe that's the point. Chapter 8: Are we already in a simulation? Here's the twist. If we can build simulations this realistic, with AI that can think, remember, react, with worlds that grow, change, and persist, how do we know we're not inside someone else's simulation right now? Philosophers have considered this for centuries. Scientists consider it today. Elon Musk famously said, the odds we're in a base reality are 1 in billions. Maybe GTA 6 isn't just a game. Maybe it's a mirror, showing us what our world might be. If our NPCs can evolve, why wouldn't we? If our simulations can feel real, why wouldn't theirs? So what happens next? GTA 6 will be revolutionary, not just for gaming, but for culture, psychology, and society. Some will play it for entertainment, some will treat it like a second life, some will lose themselves in it, and some will wake up, start asking bigger questions about the world around them. Because once we create a simulation this real, we can't help but wonder, are we creating it or are we inside it? Only time and maybe GTA 6 will tell. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe and we'll see you in the next one.